Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the VRI round of 16. We're now on Thrasher versus Connman. Thrasher appears to have actually got Eldar, and Connman has got Tau, but wow, look at this color scheme. Oh my god, despite asking people to delete any offensive color schemes they had in their little lineup that random might accidentally choose, Connman has let this one slip through. So we're looking at a very nice pink shade of Tau here. I hope at least some people out there in the audience like this color scheme, but I certainly don't find it very nice to look at. But that aside, Eldar versus Tau for their first game of the best of three. Now, this is a matchup which Eldar typically have had a lot of trouble with. I don't really know how Thrasher is going to handle it, but with the new patch, it's definitely a little bit more balanced than it was before. So we'll see how it goes. Both players putting down, the first barracks type building and a plasma generator. And both going with a couple of cappers. I can't see the Tau yet because of their invisible art. Might just have to switch over shortly. Just going to take a quick look at what Thrasher's getting from his aspect portal, because I'm really quite curious as to what kind of unit he opens with. Oh, opening with Banshees and Vespids from Connman. So that's going to be interesting. I think Thrasher's really just worried that he's going to be heavily Vespid harassed on this map, maybe. But who knows? We'll see how his plan works out. He's actually not hanging around his base, but he's heading around over the eastern pass over here. And he may intercept some units, but he won't be able to take out the cell suits, of course, because he doesn't have detection at this point in the game. Unless he's got some warlocks nearby. So Vespid's heading around the western pass, and they're going to intercept these Guardians right here. Getting straight stuck in, so... oh, we've got a second squad of Banshees by the looks. So they're going to be able to protect the Guardians and get stuck into those Vespids if they try to do any damage there. The Banshees actually decapturing a point over near the western pass, closer to Connman's base there. And here we go, Banshees versus Vespids. Fleet of Foot coming off now on the Banshees, and Banshees are much better combat unit than Vespids. Vespids are really like a pure harassment unit, whereas Banshees are a dedicated close combat unit, and there you can see Connman pulling his Vespids away out of the fight and trying to do something else. He's probably... I'm just wondering whether he... No. Yeah, I think I got that wrong earlier, guys. Sorry, I made a comment there stating that both players got a plasma generator. Thrasher has not, in fact, gone for a generator first. And look at this. We've got the Tau Commander actually pinning these Banshees with a snare trap. And despite that, the Banshees aren't really taking too much damage. And chasing after the Tau Commander. Connman's wise to actually flee from that little fight. He won't really last long in a prolonged fight against Banshees. And yeah, I think these Vespids were looking for a plasma generator to try and take out, but like I said, Thrasher didn't actually get a plasma generator. But Connman has one, so... Oh, Kroot. Out, and oh, disgusting looking Kroot here, purple Kroot. Up against the Banshees, and the Banshees will win this fight, but with the Tau Commander in the background, I think the Tau should be able to stand their ground here and at least get some kills. So Banshees trying to go for him. It looks like that Tau Commander is it's just a trick of the screen there. I thought he had fairly low hit points, but he's well topped up. Getting the heavy flamer there to help deal with him. Stealth suit over here at the relic, over at the western side of the map. The Guardian's about to capture this, and the Guardians on the other side of the map have picked up the eastern pass as well. And, ouch! Looks like Connman lost an entire squad of Kroot there. So, probably would have been wiser to pull them out. The Banshee's just being such a strong unit in close combat. Dedicated close combat. And another snare trap on the Banshees again, so Connman's still actually getting some vengeance there for the slain Kroot, getting some kills. I'm not sure if he's upgraded the stealth suit burst cannon enhancement, because those stealth suits definitely aren't doing much damage in the few fights that they've been in. Here we go, we've got a second squad of Kroot, and immediately going to work cannibalizing the dead bodies, but I'm not too sure why Connman's decided to do that, given that the second squad of Kroot is already at maximum hit points. You guys in the crowd there will have to correct me if Kroot gains some sort of bonus for eating dead bodies, even though they're at full health. I doubt that they do, but you guys may want to comment on that. And the Banshees are back. Getting stuck into that Tau Commander once again. Hoping to weaken it, I guess, to keep him out of the fight. There's another snare trap going around, hoping that the Banshees will again get trapped. And I think it's likely that they will. Oh no, they're backing out. So Thrasher wisely not staying too committed there. And we're pulling out again. So, the Guardian's taking the critical objective at this point. having taken both relics. Oh, they're having to recapture this relic over at the east. I guess Connman has decaptured that at some point in time. And Guardian's pulling out, having not captured this critical objective completely by the looks. And turning into being a bit of an interesting game. I've got to say that I have not been that impressed with Tau so far. Usually with Tau you've really got to put a bit of pressure on and make sure you get plenty of Fire Warriors, and it looks like he hasn't even started on the Fire Warriors yet. He's just been going pure Kroot, and pure Kroot is not really going to do the job against pure Banshees. I think I'd recommend a combination of maybe one Kroot squad, and then the rest should be major Fire Warrior spam, in my opinion, but we'll see what goes on here. Connman being a bit of a different player to me, different style. The Eldar pushing the Kroot back into territory. When you've got a combination of Guardians, Howling Banshees, and LP2 like that, there's no way that the Tau can advance there. Like I said, I think Fire Warriors would be the best way to go. You can outrange the opponents, try and get some cut down some enemies before they get into your battle lines, and just generally save up until you've got 3 squads of Fire Warriors, and that's the way to go. From then on, you can win like that. And 2 Banshee squads on either side of Connman's base here. We've got one in the east, one in the west, and the guys over the east here are going to take down that the listening post, which the builders tried to start there. Looks like we're swinging into plasma generation mode for a Thrasher. And over at Connman's base, still haven't seen any Fire Warriors yet. He's going to need some, because just the units he's got. And this is quite a large, very heavily reinforced group of Howling Banshees, so Thrasher is pretty much ready for it. And here's the Fire Warriors now. He's going to need a lot of Fire Warriors to be able to kill the Banshees before they get into close combat. And once a few Banshees get into close combat with the Fire Warriors, it's pretty much all over for them, because they're just going to be forced to either run or stand their ground and die. And that's a nice snare trap there. The Banshee's getting shot at by that LP2 and being hacked down by the Kroot and the Tau Commander. So one thing I can say about Connman's play so far is his snare traps have been spot on, and Thrasher's been taking the bait, running straight into them. I'm not sure if he's been capitalizing on that well enough, but at least you can see he's been pretty accurate with them. And I really like this play by Thrasher here, just harassing from both sides and keeping the Tau boxed in, and meanwhile capturing the relics, keeping his side of the map flourishing. And this should take him into the mid-game. I haven't seen him start a Soul Shrine yet. He should be ready to do so before long, but for now his players managed to keep Connman contained. Oh, there's the Soul Shrine. So nearly 2/3 done. So that's actually pretty good progress there in terms of tech. Both groups of Banshees. No, that's only. Is that both groups of Banshees? Yeah, it looks like 2 groups of Banshees over the side here. Unless my eyes are deceiving me. We've got a whole other group over at the west as well, just hanging out. I'm actually surprised that Thrasher isn't heading his other group of Banshees around the western pass there and harassing while Connman is out. Now, just to put on the minimap, he's pulling them across over to the east, so we're going to have all the Eldar forces gathered up in a moment. And yeah, I mean, this looks like 2 large squads of Howling Banshees, or even 3 squads of Banshees. Can't really, yeah, the 3rd squad of Banshees over in the distance there. So this is real pure Banshee stuff. I've never actually seen this in Eldar versus Tau before. Just pure Banshees, and obviously he's going to be getting Call of War now that he's got that Soul Shrine, because that's ideal for Banshees to take. Tau arriving over here at the east and going to snipe this Bonesing here. Going to get rid of the listening post as well. But I'm a bit worried here, because the Tau are actually in this corner, and there's only one way out of this little grotto here, out of this little encampment. And if the Eldar spot this, and in fact the Eldar are going to know that the Tau are here, because they have a listen post here and a bone singer. If Thrasher decides to box him in, there's actually going to be no way out for the Tau. So this is going to be nasty. He's got 3 squads. I don't know where he's pushing past this area here. He really needs to be boxing in the Tau and actually engaging in close combat right now. And in fact, the Tau are getting out. They're going to have room to maneuver if the Eldar are not careful. But this is a lot of Eldar forces right here. And the Tau are standing ground. They're going to get stuck and some shooting off. And while the Banshees are actually charging in, and this is going to be it for the Tau. I mean, there's going to be nowhere for them to run. And once those Banshees get into close combat with all of the Tau units, that is going to be it. And we're talking Call of War Banshees in a second. Soon, Thrasher's going to have to... Oh, he has actually got them upgraded. There's the Banshee War Shout. And all of the Tau units dropping in Morale. We've got 1 squad of Tau Fire Warriors right at the back, but as soon as Thrasher's able to pull in and actually start killing those Fire Warriors, that is going to be it, and Thrasher's going to take the first game of the BO3, and looks like we've got a sync error in the replay, so there's only a couple of minutes left in the replay, so I'm not going to show you guys the rest of it. Very disappointed here that these guys have got a sync error. That's one of the disadvantages of this sort of thing, but I'm going to have to stop the replay here, guys. I do know the result of this game. Thrasher does get a victory over Connman. And yeah, again, sorry about the sync error, but we're going to have to move on to the second game. Thanks for watching, guys.